Hello, I am Jillian, the co-founder and president of Bliss Crystals, and I'm also an avid jewelry maker. Many of the bracelets, necklaces, and earrings you see on our website and retail store were designed and made by me. Today, I wanted to give you a little tutorial on how I make stretch bracelets with crystal beads so that you can make your own bracelets or fix a bracelet that might have broken. If you are fixing a stretch bracelet that broke, make sure you collect together all of the beads that you can and then go ahead and take them all off the original elastic. You can throw away the elastic. So let's take a look at the table and I'll show you all the supplies you need and we'll go over the steps to make a crystal bracelet. The supplies you'll need are scissors, a flush cutter, thin flat elastic, a beading needle, a piece of tape or a clip, a tray or beadboard, a ruler, and your beads. The first thing you'll do is design your bracelet and decide which beads you're going to use. Lay your beads out on the ruler based on what size you want the bracelet to be. Most of my bracelets I make about 6.5 inches, so you want to determine where your central stone is going to be on that board so you can add or subtract beads accordingly so it'll be the right length. Next, you'll cut a piece of elastic that is 3 times longer than the length you want the bracelet to be. So measure 6.5, well, another 6.5, and then another 6.5. Cut the elastic. Thread the needle on the elastic and then double it over. Put a piece of tape or your clip at the loose ends. String your beads on the elastic using the needle. String your beads on and then pull them closer to the loop. You can also string a barrel bead if you want to have the knot completely covered. Take off your clip or your tape off the ends and then thread the loose ends through the loop. Now that you have the loose ends through the loop, you can cut or remove the needle from the elastic. Make sure not to cut the elastic and only the needle. You're going to make everything really, really tight all the way to that loop. And then take the 2 ends, split them, and then you'll start tying square knots. So just tying square knots, tie a couple at the top, make them super, super tight, and pull everything tight as you do this. And then I like to go from underneath and tie a knot under there. And this is so that the knots don't all end up in the same exact place in the top. They're a little bit more balanced. Now that you've tied 8 or 9 really tight square knots on the top and bottom, and you've pulled everything really, really tight, then you can take your flush cutters and really cut very, very close to the knot. And the flush cutters are great because you can get pretty close in there, so you don't have too much of a tail. Then what you can do is you can put a dab of glue on the bead knot just to kind of keep it, safe. Again, alternatively, this is why people like to use the barrel beads to hide that, but once you kind of stretch it out, you can't really see it that much, and you can keep trimming off those little as much as you want all the way down to where the knot is. It should hold pretty well. The other thing you can do with the knot is you can place a crimp cover over it. It's kind of like a little clamshell. So there you have it. That is my simple and easy to follow instructions for how to make a crystal stretch bracelet. Hope you guys follow us for more techniques and tutorials.